Hey everyone, welcome to the best US Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Today's date is the 21st of October, 2025, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the CCAC meeting that drops today at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, I believe, and it's actually a shorter meeting than you would typically see. It only goes till 3 o'clock. Also, we're going to go to COINWEEK. There's an article about the new designs for the American Innovation Dollars, and they agree with me on that Steve Jobs coin. Yeah, they do. Now, before any of that, though, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to get to a bazillion subs. It's actually a tremendous number. You can look it up on the Google machine. It's ginormous. Also, we're always live, never edited, and always unscripted. I never know what I'm not going to say. Now, let's bounce over to moneymetals.com. I can show you those live spot prices. Looks like everything is getting beat up from the feet up today. Gold is down 85.05 to 42.8375. Silver down 258 to 50.06. Platinum down 53.65 to 15.95 even Steven. Palladium down 72.35 to 14.62 even Steven. You never see two that are just at 0.0 in the cents. Now over here, Dr. Copper's down 7 cents, 007 over there. Yeah, to 4.97 per pound. Down here, you're looking at an in-stock American Silver Eagle, whose new premium now is 11.49. That is quite remarkable. For a quantity of 1 through 39, they ask that you pay 61.55. Now, what's the buyback? What's the sell-to them price? Well, we're looking at 53.38. And the silver spot, well, look at that. We're like 53.32 above the silver spot price for that buyback. That's quite remarkable because typically what we see is about $1.20. That's generally what we see. But look at that. You could probably, well, do all right if you, well, you know what I'm saying there. That's quite the spread. Never seen that before. Now let's keep on keeping on. Wanted to show you this. This is under Home Shop Coins, American Liberty Coins and Metals. This is the American Liberty 2025 High Relief Gold Coin. And you remember what this was when it first dropped? Yeah, not this expensive. I'll tell you that right now. So there's, I hear from our sources, just under 100 of these available. Mintage limit 12,000, product limit is 12,000, and it is a beauty, no doubt about it. And hopefully you got one that is absolutely outstanding and is a beautiful design. And I hope it wins the Coin of the Year awards coming up here rather quickly, actually. Now, let's bump over to the Federal Register. This is it right here, and it says the National Archives and Records Administration is closed to normal operations due to lack of appropriations. FederalRegister.gov will automatically provide the daily Federal Register and public inspection list, but we will not provide technical support. The official published Federal Register is available at this website here. As you can see now, it says here, Notice of Citizens Coinage Advisory Committee public meeting, and that does happen today, October 21st, right? And it's from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So it's about a 2-hour meeting, and I would say probably a half hour of that's just them getting their act together. So it's probably going to be a very short meeting, and all they have to do today is get the approval of the fiscal year 2025 CCAC annual report, and then we have the review and discussion of the candidate designs for the 2027 American Liberty Coin and Metal. I think those are probably going to be some amazing designs. I can't wait to see what they choose and what they have to choose from, right? Let's keep on keeping on. I'm going to go here. This is under CCAC, CCA meetings, recommendations, and minutes. And this is where you would go to find out what images they had to select from. Right now, you're looking here at none for the October 21st meeting, but they will be added, I believe, to the website, possibly tomorrow, but you never know. This is under the US Mint, so maybe they do have, I mean, they're obviously working today, right? So they're probably going to put the files up here tomorrow. And what you would typically see, so here's the meeting from September 16, 2025, and here's the portfolios they reviewed. So Forgotten Heroes of the Holocaust, CGM candidate. We have here the Green Lantern from the Comic Art Coining Collection. Here's Robin, and then there is Supergirl. So, and then they provide a link to the YouTube video. So we're probably going to see those tomorrow, or you can watch today and get ahead of the curve and see what they are offering. Now, while I was over at the Federal Register, I wanted to see if the United States Mint had any kind of news going on with a price increase because of the silver spot price. Nothing yet, but we do know that the United States Mint is probably not going to sit and wait too long. We'll probably get a price increase, I would imagine, by November, maybe early December. That's what I'm thinking. Now, let's go over to the COINWEEK article. I got to share this with you. This is fantastic. This is by COINWEEK. By COINWEEK, I guess it was a collaborative effort of the folks over there. And it says here, Unlocking America's Genius, a look at the highly anticipated 2026 American Innovation $1 coins. And I think that's actually the very first time they've ever used that adjective, highly anticipated, because typically this is a program that gets completely overlooked. You want to know how I know? Well, let's just go here to the American Liberty coin right there. We're going to go to production and sales figures, and I can go to circulating coin production. I'm going to go learn more, and I'm going to select the program here. It says circulating coins. I'm going to select 2025, and as you can see, there's Lincoln cents, Jefferson nickels, Roosevelt dimes, quarters. Now the Kennedy half dollars, those aren't for circulation, but they put those up there. And then the Native American dollar, they put those up there. Well, why is it that the American Innovation Coin program is not even on here at all? And and look, the mintages are so low for these coins. They're like less than 1 million from Denver and less than 1 million from Philadelphia. That makes them highly collectible in my eyes. And not only that, it's American innovation. It's a story of our country. It's like a patchwork, a quilt, if you will, of what's going down with American innovators and inventions. But yeah, like I said, they really don't showcase this program too often, but I think this is the year of the this coming year, 2026, the semi-quincentennial is going to be the year of the American Innovation Dollar. And that's incredible because there's going to be so many different coins to choose from next year. I hope you got a second job or a side hustle to pay for all the extra coins that you're going to be buying for next year. In fact, I would expect the new product schedule to come out the same time as the announcement for the price hike in silver products over there at the United States Mint. Now, let's get busy with this article. And they are in agreement with yours truly, your humble narrator. Now, this is by COINWEEK, October 2025, and I will leave a link in the description for this particular article. It says here, the American Innovation $1 coin program is the United States Mint's multi-year initiative dedicated to honoring significant innovation and innovators from all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and 5 U.S. territories. And I'm really excited to find out what the 5 U.S. territories have to offer. And you'd be surprised, American Samoa actually has a really cool one. Now, for history buffs, collectors, and anyone fascinated by American ingenuity, these coins serve as tangible reminders of the ideas that have shaped our nation and the world. And that's what's going to go down there for the American Innovation Privy Mark. It's a Privy Mark on a Privy Mark, because typically they have a stylized gear. The first American Innovation dollar in 2018, the one with George Washington's signature for the first patent, did not have a Privy Mark. They were actually added in 2019. So this program has had basically a Privy Mark on them. That's that stylized gear since just about the inception of this program, starting in 2019. Yeah, Privy Marks. And United States Mint is going gonzo with Privy. They put a Privy on a Privy. That's quite remarkable. Now, these coins feature a dramatic obverse design of the Statue of Liberty and profile, and there's a lot of negative space on those coins. And because of that, they're really hard to get in high grades. I think Mint State 67 is probably one of the highest grades you're going to get. If you score 68, yeah, you've hit the lottery, I believe. Now, it says here, however, the reverse designs are where each state's unique story comes to life. Specifically, the 2026 American Innovation $1 coins are a must-have for coin collecting enthusiasts, as they feature a special Liberty Bell Privy Mark incorporating the inscription 250 to commemorate the nation's semi-quincentennial anniversary. It's going to be fantastic next year. I can't wait. Here's a closer look at the extraordinary innovations being immortalized on the 2026 issues. Now, this is Iowa. This is Dr. Norman Borlaug, father of the Green Revolution, and I got to open this up in a new, bam, look at that. That is gorgeous. And I love the grains that they put on top of the soil, and then some, looks like maybe wheat there. Yeah, this guy saved billions of people, not millions with an M, B with billions. That is something else. I don't think there's anybody in human history that has saved that many people ever. In the history of ever. Norman, right there. That guy's the guy right there. The Iowa Innovation Coin pays tribute to Dr. Norman Borlaug, or Lag. I'm not sure exactly. Never met him. The Nobel Peace Prize recipient, credited with saving over a billion people from starvation. Borlaug's pioneering work in agriculture, particularly in developing high-yield, disease-resistant strains of wheat, launched the Green Revolution. And you can look that up also. That's what these coins are all about. What's the Green Revolution? I want to know. And then, or what's the Nobel Peace Prize? I want to find out. Or how did he save billions of people? I want to find out. Inquiring minds, you know what? right? The coin's reverse depicts Borlaug holding a sheaf of wheat, symbolizing his revolutionary advancements in creating resilient crops capable of feeding a rapidly growing global population. The inscriptions honor him directly as Norman Borlaug and father of the Green Revolution, underscoring the monumental scope of his humanitarian and scientific contributions. That's the guy right there. Now, is that the best design for the 2026 semi-quincentennial? I don't think so. Nope. I think we're going to come across that pretty soon. Now, this is Wisconsin. Did I say that right? Wisconsin? The revolutionary Cray 1 supercomputer. That's a cool design. I really do dig this design. Look at that. And look at the background they've used here over COINWEEK with these, what are these? Looks like servers or something like that with the super high-tech background and images right there. That's the Cray 1 supercomputer out of Wisconsin, the United States of America, and Wisconsin on the bottom there. It looks really cool. I really do dig this. Now let's talk about it just a little bit. Now it says here, leaping from agricultural science. Let me go ahead and yeah, I got there. There we go. We're even Steven there. All right, leaping from agricultural science to information science. So from one to that one to this one, right? The Wisconsin Innovation Coin honors the Cray 1 supercomputer designed by Seymour Cray and released in 1976. The Cray 1 was a marvel of its time, recognized for its distinctive C-shape and powerful vector processing architecture. It propelled advancements in weather forecasting, nuclear research, and cryptographic analysis. The reverse design features a stylized aerial view of the Cray 1 supercomputer, emphasizing its iconic form. And that's got to be the supercomputer, right? It looks like it's kind of curved there, like the Cray 1. So there you go. That's probably what's going on there. All right, let me get back to what I'm doing there. Recognized for its distinctive C-shape and powerful vector processing architecture, it propelled advancements in weather forecasting. I already read that. Forecasting, nuclear research, and cryptographic analysis. The reverse design features a stylized aerial view of the Cray 1 supercomputer, easy for me to say, emphasizing its iconic form. The U.S. Mint coin captures the dawn of high-speed computing and represents Wisconsin's key role in digital revolution. Now, that's a fantastic coin, folks. I really do dig this one. And I think the 2026 innovation dollars are going to put this program on the map, no doubt in my mind. All right, there's California's contribution right there. Steve Jobs and the vision of intuitive technology. And he created Apple computers. He actually designed the very first computer in his garage. And I don't know if it was in Palo Alto, California, but it was definitely California, no doubt about it. And I got to tell you, it was what, in 1981, maybe. I used to go to a school called Vista Verde in Irvine, California. And for whatever reason, I got to go skip class all the time and go to the library and go hang out on the computer. I don't know if the teacher didn't like me or wanted me to go away, but I used to play this game called Oregon Trail on the Apple IIe. I also used to play a pirate game called Swashbuckler on the Apple IIe also. So Apple computers have been a big part of my life since I was a young boy. No question about that there. So that is an awesome design. Look at this. Looks like this could be the his garage. Look, there's a pizza there, there's a soda there, and it looks like a motherboard with some wires there and some chips, along with a computer in the background, and it's got Steve Jobs sitting there. And I got to tell you, look at those rolling hills of California. That is beautiful. Love that design. Really is special here. Now, this is going to be the coin that puts this program on the map with lots of people. They're going to be like, hey, this is really cool. Yeah, just wait. This is going to be fantastic. It says here, the California Innovation Coin focuses not just on a product, but on a vision, that of Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple. The design presents a young Jobs in a moment of reflection, sitting in front of a quintessential Northern California landscape of rolling oak-covered hills. This poignant scene illustrates how the natural organic environment of the state inspired his drive to create technology that was intuitive and user-friendly. Have you ever used an iPhone? Absolutely intuitive. It's almost natural. You don't even have, in fact, when was the last time an iPhone came with instructions? Think about that, because it's just so intuitive and user-friendly. The end user is stoked. The inclusion of the inscription, "Make something wonderful," right there, "Make something wonderful" at the top, serves as an enduring mantra for innovation and captures the Silicon Valley legacy that California pioneered, making this coin deeply relevant for collectors interested in modern technology history. Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of those modern technology coins, are there? Think about it. There's the Cray 1. Okay, that's from 2026. Now the Steve Jobs from 2026 as well. Now we have Minnesota, the dawn of mobile refrigeration. And, last time I did a video about this, was it a box truck? Is it a semi-truck? I don't know how to categorize it, but if it was a box truck, would it have these two wheels? And where's the hitch if it was a semi? So I'm not sure what's going on there, but it is a beautiful design. I do like that a lot. Let me go ahead and open that up so I can actually show you what I'm talking about here. Yeah, the hitch, the two wheels in the back. Do box trucks have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wheels in the front? No, maybe not. What about 6 wheels in the front? Probably not, but there isn't much room here for this trailer to move around that much. But anyway, there it is. And this invention right here, mobile refrigeration, allowed these products here, agriculture and, like plasma and blood and medicines and things like that, to be refrigerated. And think about that. That changed the world, folks. Because before, you probably couldn't get out of your state before those items. Well, you put them in a cooler maybe, but not in a huge truck and ship them across the country. Yeah, that's huge. And you still see modern trucks with refrigeration units on them delivering those refrigerated goods to a Walmart near you. All right, the final innovation for 2026, celebrated on the Minnesota Innovation Coin, highlights a breakthrough that quietly revolutionized modern life: mobile refrigeration. Yeah, frozen foods. Before this technology, transporting perishable goods over long distances was incredibly difficult, limiting diets and supply chains. Yeah, imagine they could only do a certain amount, but they couldn't do a whole truck full. The design features a 1940s era truck equipped with one of the early front-mounted refrigeration units right there. Okay, the simple yet profound invention, often associated with Minnesota-based Thermo King Corporation, made the widespread transport of temperature-sensitive goods possible. Remember, if you are in cooking, time and temperature, that's what I'm talking about if you have a ServSafe. The Minnesota innovation ensured fresh food accessibility nationwide and changed global commerce forever. Yeah, now here we go. This is where I agree with them or they agree with me. We've come together here to have this sentence or this paragraph make a whole lot of sense, and I don't think it's wrong. I think that's where it's at. Now, why these U.S. Mint coins will appeal to collectors? Well, here we go. Let's find out. The 2026 American Innovation $1 coins are expected to be one of the more affordable numismatic sets of the year. Yeah, it's not silver and it's not gold, because those are quite pricey. And, our friend Mickey Minsky, he has been on the show when we talk live, and he says that clad coins are the ones that he, may do typically that do really well. Right? That's in something that we should think about, because it isn't always just, the silver, the coins or the gold coins that sell for double what their retail price is. It's actually the clad coins where a lot of eBay sellers make their money. All right, let's keep on keeping on here. While the best of the mint gold and silver proof issues are likely to carry high price tags due to the predicted costs of precious metals, well over $50 an ounce. That's right, we talked about that today. It was right at 50. These dollar coins offer a great value. They're limited mintage for circulation, and the special commemorative privy mark, that's right, a privy mark on a privy mark, ensure they'll be enduringly collectible. Here we go. This is where it wraps it up. Furthermore, finally, the Steve Jobs coin design is projected to have the widest appeal, particularly among younger collectors, making it the most sought after of the 4 new issues. And I think it's probably going to be the most sought after, of pretty much the whole American Innovation Coin program ever since 2018, and it lasts till 2032. That is something, folks, and I'm really stoked for 2026, more than you even know. I'm ready. I'm ready to see that 2026 product schedule from the United States Mint, so I can start putting my strategy together of what I want and what I need and what I don't need or don't want. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. And like I said earlier, hope you got a side hustle. Hope you got some extra money stored away, because it is going to be an expensive year buying products from the United States Mint, if you end up buying products from the United States Mint. Now, let's go to the +1 action. Now, this is it right here. This is understanding. Yeah, do you understand? I don't. I got to ask again. In fact, when I get told something or somebody, I'm like, I try and paraphrase it. So what you're telling me is, you know what I mean? Like, I got to understand it on my terms, and then I relate it to how I can understand it. Now, anyway, this is how it says. and I'm probably missing the mark here, but I'll just focus on this. Understanding. The heart sees better than the eyes, and you can look into someone's else's eyes, but not see into someone's heart. And I think what that means is that the heart sees what's invisible to the eyes, like love, sincerity, and deeper motivations, which the eyes can miss. Now let's bump over here to 395 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is Lynyrd Skynyrd Freebird, and it's actually a new video that came out a few months ago, so I had to share this with you. Yeah, that's some Lynyrd Skynyrd right there with the American flag right there. Yeah, there it is. Now, I want to thank you all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you didn't see, sub the channel. It's absolutely free. What's not free is, well, that's going to be membership. It's $1.99 a month. But I'll tell you what, it's the price of a cheap cup of coffee or an inexpensive cup of coffee, whatever adjective you like to use there. And it helps these videos keep coming out, chugging out each and every single morning. That's what that helps for. And it's more help than you even know. So really, please, if you can, become a member. It's about 6.6 cents per video. And I usually do at least 30 videos per month. And that's one for each day. Some days I do 2 videos like yesterday. Yeah, that was kind of a wild video right there. I had my tinfoil hat on, according to some folks on that one. But yeah, it doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. So I had to call that out. Now, y'all have a great Taco Tuesday, and hopefully you'll be watching that YouTube video today with the CCAC trying to figure out what the 2027 American Liberty coin design is going to be. Stacker out.